ambassador. You're an ambassador of yourself, of your company, of your country. It depends on how professional, what are the code of conduct expected of you in certain professions. So if you know what it really is and you step out of line, then you know already that you're doing injustice to yourself.
If you're a manager and you're at a meeting and your finger is sticking out and somebody perhaps is just looking at that and wondering, why is he having that, and not concentrating on whatever it is we're discussing.
That's it, a diversion of thought. Okay, the same thing at in the nail spa as well. You have to mind your manners. Sometimes you've had your nails done and it looks nice. I was at a nail spa recently. The lady had a certain color done. I saw her husband come in to say, "Sweetie, when are you going to finish? I'm running." She said, "Just 1 minute, just one more minute. As I was having mine done, she looked at her nails when they were finished and says, "Oh, I don't like this color. Can you take it all off and do it again?" And I thought, oh my gosh, she had just told him 1 minute. Do you know she sat there for another 10 minutes doing it all over again? And I thought, and she was rude about it. "No, this is not nice. Do it again. You didn't know who
she when it was going on, you know.
She was there. She just didn't like the finish. So she had them take it all off again. And she almost tried to do it a third time when she now thought, I had better leave now. And she was really rude about it. And I thought,
I can imagine what the husband would have come back to say.
Yeah, he was still calling her on the phone. One more second. Meanwhile, they were removing that one and about to do another one. So, and it's not even so much about the fact that they were doing it again. It was the way she was rude about it. And she chose the color first. So mind your manners, watch your words and your language when you're in a public place, because there are other people there that might know you, you know? Okay, a lot of people are on the phone. So you're doing your nails. You have one phone here. The lady wants to do the other hand. You have to start switching. Imagine if you just painted them. What's going to happen? They're going to smudge. At this point in time, you need to put down all your gadgets and no distractions whatsoever. You see, because, it makes sense now. You stop that phone call for just a few minutes that you're there. It may be important, but it doesn't make sense trying to do your nails and then you're on the phone. Or you're probably on your iPad, or you're reading a magazine. They're total distractions. And while you're in the nail spa, for that 45 minutes or so, no distractions. It just makes sense. It irritates the technician as well, you know. I want to say something funny. I was at a nail spa once before, and interestingly, as the lady started cleaning my nails and buffing my nails, I think she was really busy and she was tired that day. She was hungry. She asked the tea lady to bring her something to eat. And she said, "Please go and get me a meat pie downstairs." And I was just looking at her thinking, okay, she's hungry, she's going to keep it. When the meat pie came, while she was still buffing my nails, she opened the packet and she took a big bite and she said, "Auntie, come and eat."
I'm sure she could eat more than that meat pie.
And I'm like, hold on a minute. Health, hygiene, you're buffing you're cleaning my nails, and
all
you're
of the
eating at the same time.
you know.
Exactly. Even apart from the disrespect of you're in front of a client, you shouldn't be eating at that point in time. So technicians really have to watch themselves when they're in the presence of clients. Because I bet you, if her madam was there, it would have been a no-no. But you see, sometimes human error comes into place.
Or
and
maybe she could have said, "Could you just give me 2-3 minutes
to
let me
eat,
just munch this?"
In fact, I would have even preferred if she says, because I waited for her actually. I waited for her and I thought she had gone in to eat, because I waited a while. When she did come out, you would have thought she had settled herself. But for me to sit down and then she's now asking for something to eat, I mean, that's actually very bad customer service. Let's put it that way, you know. But I think there was a lesson that she learned there, because I corrected her, of course, you know. But of course, eating, and even you as a client, sometimes you go into places and they offer you a drink and they offer you a cup of tea or coffee. It's fine if you take it before you start. But it's difficult, really, even though they're trying to give you added value for the time you're there. It's difficult to really have your nails done and still be trying to drink a cup of tea or drink, because it's a distraction.
What if they're doing the nails here and you're taking your tea here?
Yeah, you can do that, so long as they haven't just finished painting this hand. Because you're likely going to smudge it, right? Yes. Okay. Again, it's a no children zone. So if you know you're going to the nail spa, please don't take your children with you. It makes common sense. There's nowhere to keep your kids. There's no provision for your kids to play or anything. So I would say as a lady, as a man, make it your pamper me day. So go out of your way. If you're doing your hair, if you're doing your nails, go alone and have it all. Have the whole 9 yards done.
But sometimes you don't have somebody to babysit for you, and you still need to get this done.
It's true, but you can imagine if you're in the nail spa or the salon and there's a child running up and down. It's dangerous, actually. It's hazardous.
All the time.
So what do you think?
I just think, this child hair here and there.
Yes, health, hygiene. You have to be very careful and sensitive to, even when you take your children as well. Because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of gadgets, and children do have to be careful. Parents have to be careful as well where they take their children, especially if it's sensitive environments like that,
So we're done with, as I said, the formal part.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the informal.
Okay.
Some of us don't go to the spa.
Okay.
And we want to groom our nails.
Right.
What do we do? I was in a vehicle with someone, and the person has his personal nail clipper.
Okay.
So he brings it out. He was going to work. So he brings it out and he's doing this in the car on his, pouring out himself.
Right.
At the end of the day, he was going to gather it.
Right.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Why not do it at home? Why do it in the car? Why not do it in the comfort of your home? Okay. Because sometimes, men actually like to be pampered when it comes to the nails, feet and hands.
Someone said men and nail grooming.
No, seriously. I mean, you could do it for your husband. You could do it for your spouse. They actually like to have their nails cut and well groomed at home. Actually, not all men like the idea of walking into a female environment to have their nails done, because it's a little embarrassing, or it's not even as comfortable as it were at home. So you could do. Sometimes I do it for my husband as well. Just chip off all those because for men as well. If your feet overgrow, it's going to pierce through your socks. So most times they do like to have a pedicure, really, and it only makes sense, when you have overgrowth. And it's but yeah, you can groom your nails yourself. Always have your nails clean at all times, because that's one of the things that projects you as a person. Your nails, and we see it. They're not hidden. We don't wear gloves. People see your nails, and if your nails are dirty or you're biting your nails or they're grimy, it really says a lot about the kind of person you are. It just tells us that you're not taking care of the fine details concerning your hygiene. And honestly speaking, when you walk into an interview and you walk in with dirty nails or unkept nails, that grooming aspect of you, they think if you can't take care of the fine details concerning yourself, then it means that if we give you a job or an assignment, that's the attitude with which you're going to take that job. And those are the hidden things behind life skills and grooming that we see applying to jobs. Yes.
Janet, we've been doing this grooming thing, life skills generally, traveling, parking and all of that for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
And if you're going to give someone advice now,
what
would it be in like 30 seconds?
Well, I would say image is everything, okay? Image is one of the most important aspects of you. Whether you plan to be an entrepreneur or you're a professional today, you have to protect your reputation. There's something called reputation management today, and it speaks to who you are. Can we trust you? Are you credible? Would we like to do business with you? All those things are put together are life skills that you need, not just for today, but forever, and they make the difference between you and the amateur. Yes, they sift the men from the boys. You see?
I like that bit.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Once more today, Janet Pt.2, and she's been talking about nail spa etiquette. We'll go on a quick break, and Sunrise will be back in a moment. Just stay with us.